Good morning, everybody. Good morning from Nigeria. And we thank God for life. Thank God for everything. We thank God for economy. We thank God for the system. We are making progress as a nation. By all means, we're making progress. There's good news. There's good news. And the good news this morning is that we are very happy that the federal government has signed into law the autonomy of states to generate their own power, to set up their own rail network. And we know that that will be an start for major things like having our own states can have their own seaports and have their own distribution companies and their own transmission companies of power. So we know that a lot of things can happen. And the second good news I want to celebrate this morning is Bonga. I know some of you in the oil and gas industry will be aware of this, that SNEPCO, that's a sister company to Shell Nigeria Exploration Production and Exploration and Production Company, have hit their 1 billion barrel mark. 1 billion barrel mark at Bonga. So that is a huge one. That is a huge one for us. And I think that is something we should celebrate as a people. And the private sector should begin to wake up seriously into some of these activities. Should wake up seriously into some of these activities. There are a lot that can happen in Nigeria. A lot of progress can be made in this country, and a lot of things can happen. So basically, in ESNS supply stores, we are testing the waters, and we'll be bringing you some of these feedbacks. We have already sent an inquest and representing a consortium to the Lagos State government, bearing in mind that the new signed autonomy into law, should be invoked. So we're looking at partnering with the Lagos State government on some of these projects in town, and as well as Edo State government, because we know that the private sector stands. I mean, no state government could pull that stunt of 1 billion barrel. Even NNPC cannot do it. The refineries are obsolete. I'm not saying NNPC is incapable, but we're saying that the private sector participation is huge, is needful. And so in ESNS supply stores, we are going to begin to invoke some of these things and encourage private sector participation. So from our reports and our findings, we'll be publishing them. So we would like you to share this video, like it, and follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, as we're going to be making known some of these findings. And we're very sure our governor, His Excellency Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, will be willing to open the doors for us to come in and work, for people to come in, not just us, people to come in and work. And our governor in Edo State, Governor Obaseki, His Excellency Governor Onagase Obaseki, is willing to. I've already sent an inquest to the state, and I got an information that the Investment Promotion Council thereabout is interested in those things. So we're going to be able to test the waters too, and we're going to let the public know how they can come in and partner with states on some of these projects. Because one thing is very sure, my people, one thing is very sure. I believe strongly, and I repeat, I believe strongly that the government cannot handle these things. In terms of job creation, government cannot handle it, obviously, because even if you bring the best individuals to head a state as the governor, they are tied down by a lot of bureaucracy and all of that. So we're looking at the government depends on the private sector to come up with some of these reliefs, create these jobs and opportunities. I'll land here. In Edo State, we know we have a lot of gas. In Lagos State, there's a lot of even the Falawiyo family, they've struck oil in Lagos. So we know that there's progress in that and there are prospects there. But how will it translate to job creation? That's where the private sector must come in. How will it translate to job creation? This oil will not just be flowing on its own. The gas will not just be flowing on its own. They must go through pipelines. They must go to off-takers. And these off-takers must be ready to set up their refineries or set up their production plants around the state for easy access to this mineral resource, to power their stations, to power their factories, to power the homes. That value chain is massive, and that value chain requires the input of the private sector. So ESNL will begin to go around. We have already started, and we're going to bring the reports. This Thursday again, we are going to be back at the State House in Lagos State. In the next 2 weeks' time, we'll be in Edo State and let people know how opened the system, how opened the government is and how they too can come in and partner with states so that we can get a lot of young men and young women off the streets and reduce this unemployment status in Nigeria that's skyrocketing and get people engaged. It is our dream. It is my dream and dream of my friends and families nationwide and outside this country to prevent the Japa syndrome, to get our young people engaged, and it can happen. Guess what? Do you know what 1 billion barrels can do? That is just for oil. Do you know what gas supplies can do to plants to power at least 7 production plants in a state? Producing tiles, producing plates, producing cement, producing polyethylene bags, producing food, tomato puree, producing pineapple chops, juices. All of the fruits getting rotten at Ewu can be harnessed and stopped. All of the fruits, all the cashew trees, cashew fruits in Agbede can be preserved. All of our cassava has been harvested and quickly bought at the farmland by the Chinese and Indians can be stopped. Thank God for their Abakalekes. BOI came to their rescue, but that is just the tip of the iceberg. What about our rice farmers in Edo State? They need plants too, because even BOI that powered the Abakaleke rice producers needed diesel. Go and check it out. I'm telling you what we know. They needed diesel and massive generators. That is also eating into the cost. That's why your bag of rice is still costing 40,000 naira, locally made rice. But just imagine they had a gas plant to power the whole or half of that state. Market lights and everything, domestic CBD, the Central Business District, power them, the flood, the lights, the farms, the farm lights, the tractors, and everything you need. And also the process plants for transforming this yam or whatever, cassava to flour and then to powder to be consumed locally. They needed this energy, and that's the problem we always complain about. Oh, we don't have light. But now the autonomy has been given, but the private sector must jump in to partner with the states to make this vision possible, achievable, attainable, and to make the dreams a reality. God bless you. Follow us, share this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. At least let our governors begin to know that we're coming to see them and give us speedy open door so we can let the world know how ready the state governments are for people to partner with. Thank you so much.